How would you like to know what the weather will be like in the months ahead and know it's very accurate? Well, there's an app for that. Joining us for more is Dean Wysocki of weather2020.com. Dean, what is this very long-term forecast?
Well, it's called the LRC, and what that stands for is Lezak Recurring Cycle. This was discovered, about 15, 20 years ago by a meteorologist in Kansas City. His name was Gary Lezak. He theorized, and he's written papers on it, that the weather cycles throughout the year. A new cycle each year starts in early October, and cycle length each year is a little different. It's anywhere between 30 and 60 days typically. I think last year's was about 43 days. And we can calculate what weather happens in that first cycle during the fall and extrapolate that out for the rest of the winter, spring, and summer months to be able to tell when the heat waves will come, when the dry stretches will come, and when the rainy parts will come. And this has been a huge help to our ag community throughout the Northern Plains.
And Dean, how much detail does this forecast from the LRC provide, and can we count on it being very accurate?
It is quite accurate once we get the cycle length set, and that usually happens by the first week of December. Once we get a clear picture of that, then we can accurately forecast 7 months out in advance with a better accuracy than the 7-day forecast on most weather apps are. It's typically about 70% or greater 7 months out.
And does it have a good track record of notifying us about maybe a big storm?
It does. I mean, it's really, really well, or I should say it really does good when it comes to the bigger storms, whether that be snowstorms, big rain events, or hurricanes as well.
And Dean, what efforts are being made to make sure the LRC stays accurate, also to improve its accuracy?
There's continuous improvements. I'll tell you what, each year that the LRC is in effect, we learn new things and make improvements on it from each year.
Talking right now with Dean Wysocki of Weather 2020 and learning more about their LRC forecast that can tell you what the weather is going to be months in advance and with some high accuracy. Dean, who do you think can benefit from this LRC forecast?
Our ag community really can benefit the most in terms of saving money, in terms of maximizing their crops. Let's say if we know there's going to be drought conditions in South America, well, that means our soybean prices are probably going to shoot up, which would help our farmers in the Midwest. If we know there's going to be drought conditions in the Midwest, we might need to change our crops around a little bit. It really helps significantly with our ag community.
Knowing the forecast months in advance the LRC provides requires a subscription. Dean, are there different levels available?
There is. There's the basic subscription, which we call the Global Predictor. You could download the app on that. Weather 2020, we're going to be running some specials coming up this week here at the Nebraska Ag Expo. So make sure to stop by our booth. Again, there's for the top level subscription, which is what a lot of our farmers in the Northern Plains have been subscribing to just the general public who want to download the app and get what's called the Global Predictor. But again, we'll be running specials throughout this week. So make sure to stop by and see us.
In addition to hosting a booth at the Nebraska Ag Expo, Dean, you host a talk tomorrow about the long-term forecast of the LRC. Where and when is that talk, and what do you plan to discuss?
The talk will be at the Expo EDU stage in the Livestock Market Pavilion out at the Global Event Center. Talk starts at 11 a.m. I will be talking about how the LRC works. We'll go into details on how it has helped our ag community here in the northern end, some farmers as well in the Central Plains. Just kind of tell everybody what the benefits are. I mean, and it goes beyond our ag community as well. We're really focusing right now on trying to help our agriculture community maximize their profits and help their situation as well.
Thanks, Dean. That's Dean Wysocki talking about the long-term forecast provided by the LRC. For more, you can go to weather2020.com. Again, that website address is weather2020.com. On your phone, you can also download the Global Predictor app. Again, that's the Global Predictor app. I'm Paul Perkins on the Rural Radio Network.